Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup look that I have also just completed on my mother. That way y'all can see the difference of how it looks on younger skin versus more mature skin. And we're also both going to be doing a wear test so y'all can also see how this makeup wears on different types of skin as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The foundation we're going to be using today is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation in the color 85N. I really love this foundation. It goes on really well. It covers really good. And I actually find myself reaching for this foundation over like my CC foundation from IT Cosmetics, which has been my holy grail for years now. And I'm going for this every time now. So I'm just using a little bit of my concealer on my eyes, and I'm just going to smooth it out with my finger, and so it's spread out evenly. And then I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Spotless Powder in the translucent color just to set that real quick. So the first color that I'm using today as my transition shade is called Culotta. Now the Colourpop eyeshadows are really good. They blend out really well. They have good pigment to them. I really enjoy using this palette. It is a great everyday palette. So that next color I'm using is called Nutty. And I just took a little bit at the time and just gradually built that up. And I'm just running it across and blending it with the top color now. That way there's not a harsh line and everything just fades really well together. And this color also blended really easily and built up very easily. But always remember to take your time. It's easier to add more than it is to get too much on and take it off. And right now I'm just going back with that first brush I had and just making sure everything is blended really good together. So now I'm going in with the Cocoa Crush color, and this is one of my favorite glitter colors. It's so good. It stays on so well. It doesn't flake. It is just phenomenal. And now with the brush in the corners, I'm just blending that edge so it's not a harsh line from where the shimmer and the dark goes. And now I'm taking the color Palm Reader and putting it in the very inner corner of my eye, and then taking that blending brush and just blending everything back together like I did before. So now I'm going back in with that Palm Reader color and just going to highlight my brows a little bit. Just run that over them, and then I'm going to blend everything back out. Blending is really the key to having a pretty eyeshadow look. So now I'm just going to fill in my brows with the Essence Brow Pencil. This is a really good brow pencil. It goes on easily. It has good pigment to it, and I just use a light hand and just gradually go over my brows. I do a real natural brow look and just use a spoolie. That's the only thing I don't like about this pencil is it doesn't have a spoolie. It has this little comb thing, and I just really prefer a spoolie on the end of my brow pencils, but that's not a big deal. It's super affordable. So now I'm using the concealer that I used on my eyes, just all over my face, and it's the NYX Professional Makeup Born to Glow concealer in the color Vanilla. So this concealer blends out really well. If you need a little bit extra cover, like if your eyes are super dark, just do your first coat and go back with some like right where you need it and just let it sit there for a second and actually just blend it out with your finger. So this bronzer that I'm using right now by L'Oreal is probably my go-to bronzer. It is so beautiful. I love it. It's really the one I grab for every day when I'm just trying to get my stuff together to get out the door. I know it's going to work well. And I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder to set my under eyes. This is a very good powder as well. Now for my cheeks, for my blush, I'm using this e.l.f. blush, and really a little bit goes a long ways. Just barely tap it. and it blends out very easily. And that is the color Always Breezy that I'm using today. And just, I always go in a little heavy on my blush and then go back over it with my sponge like that. And it's like it just melts into the skin and it helps it to stay longer doing it that way. For me, it does anyways. Now this highlighter is also by e.l.f. and this is the color Topaz Glow. It's a very pretty golden color. Now I'm going back all over my face with that powder that I used to set my eyes, and I just put it all over my face. So this eyeliner is by e.l.f. I really loved it. It was very creamy. It was very easy to work with. I just put it on with their little brush and then went back with that eyeshadow brush that I used on my brow bone and just blended it out. So it wasn't a very harsh line, but it was super easy to work with. So now I'm using the Wet n Wild eyeliner in brown. And this eyeliner is becoming another one of my favorites. It's super creamy and smooth and works really well in your waterline. So this mascara is my go-to right now. It does great. So this lip liner is by Profusion. It's a pretty nudish color with a little bit of a pink undertone to it. And it goes on very easily and blends with a lot of nude lipsticks I have. It's just a very easy lip liner to use. So the lipstick I'm using today is by Wet n Wild and it's called Mad for Mauve. And y'all, this lipstick is under $2 and I love it. It wears really well. Even when it starts to fade, it still has a little tint on your lips. I just love it. You should definitely try it. So I'm setting my face with the Smashbox setting spray. It is a pretty good setting spray. I think my favorite would be by Urban Decay, but this is the one I'm using right now. So I just let it dry for a minute, and right before it's completely dry, I just take my sponge and press it into my skin, and it just helps it stay a little bit better. So that is our finished look for today. I am going to show y'all my mom's before and after picture right here. So I finished up my mom's makeup at 11:40 and I've just finished mine now and it is 12:30. So we will check back with y'all in just a little bit and see how everything's going. Hey guys, so we're just doing a 2-hour check-in on my mom's face. It's been an hour since I've done mine, so I'm going to pull y'all in a little closer so you can see how it's doing. So mine pretty much looks exactly the same. It's not really settling or anything. Even in my wrinkles up here, it hasn't settled as much as some other foundations do. So this is my mom's. Her skin, of course, is a little more mature than mine, but it hasn't settled super bad in her wrinkles. Her skin still looks young and glowy. So that is our, well, her 2-hour check-in and my 1-hour check-in. We will check in again when she has had her makeup on for 6 hours and I've had mine on for 5. See y'all in a little bit. Hey guys, I wanted to do another check-in. It has been 4 hours since I put my makeup on and I still think it looks exactly how it did. Ooh, the sun's shining in. When I put it on earlier. But I wanted to check in right now because I'm actually fixing to go work out. So we'll see how it holds up through that. Hey guys, this is our final check-in. So my mom has had her makeup on for 6 hours. I have had mine on for 5. And I also just finished working out. Like, sweat was literally running in my eyes. But as you can tell, it still looks pretty daggum awesome. Hey, Bubba. And my mom's makeup, hers still looks exactly the same. Like, this makeup is probably my absolute favorite now. So that is everything for today. I hope y'all enjoyed my video. Don't forget to press that subscribe button if you hadn't already subscribed to my channel. And also tap that notification bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. Hope to see y'all again. Bye. Bye.